Money in India now moves faster than people think. It travels silently from phone to phone, settling accounts in seconds. We see the result of payment confirmed, but rarely the system that makes it possible. This is the story of that system. On the surface, it feels simple. You scan a code, enter a PIN, and you're done. But beneath this simplicity is a deep technical design that coordinates millions of transactions every minute. It's called UPI, the Unified Payments Interface, and it has fundamentally changed how India does business. This video isn't about who built it or why. It's about how it works and how a payment system can change the habits of a nation. First, let's clarify what UPI actually is. UPI stands for Unified Payments Interface. The key word here is interface. It's not a digital wallet, and it doesn't hold any of your money. The apps you use, whether from a bank or a tech company, are simply windows into the system. Your money stays exactly where it has always been, safely in your bank account. Think of UPI as a messenger, not a vault. When you make a payment, you aren't sending money. You are sending an instruction. You are telling your bank to move money to someone else's bank. UPI is the system that carries this instruction securely and instantly. It's a layer of software that connects all the banks in the country, allowing them to talk to each other in a standardized language. This is a crucial distinction. Traditional banking transfers can be slow and complex. UPI simplifies this by creating a common platform. It gives every bank account a unique, easy-to-remember address, much like an email address. This means you don't need to know someone's account number, branch code, or other complicated details. You just need their UPI ID or their phone number. The system handles the rest, routing the payment instruction to the correct banking account, all in the background. It made the bank invisible but more accessible than ever before. So, how does a payment actually happen? Let's trace the journey of a single transaction, say, paying 10 rupees at a local tea stall. You open your preferred payment app and scan the shopkeeper's QR code. This code contains the shopkeeper's UPI ID. Your app displays the name and asks you to enter the amount. Once you enter 10 rupees, you are prompted for your secret 4 or 6-digit UPI PIN. This is your authorization. It's the digital equivalent of your signature on a check. The moment you enter that PIN and hit send, the instruction begins its journey. Your app encrypts the payment details, your ID, the shopkeeper's ID, the amount, and your authorization, and sends it to your bank through the UPI network. This network is managed by the PIA, National Payments Corporation of India, which acts as a central switchboard. The UPI switch instantly routes your request to your bank. Your bank checks if you have sufficient funds. If you do, it debits 10 rupees from your account. At the same time, it sends a credit instruction through the UPI switch to the shopkeeper's bank. The shopkeeper's bank receives this instruction and credits their account with 10 rupees. Finally, confirmation messages are sent back through the network. One goes to the shopkeeper's device, showing the payment is received. Another comes to your phone, confirming the transaction is complete. This entire round trip from your phone to your bank to the shopkeeper's bank and back to both your phones happens in just a few seconds. The reason it feels instant comes down to 3 key design principles. First, the infrastructure is always on, 24/7, 365 days a year. Unlike older systems that had operating hours, UPI never sleeps. Second, there is pre-established trust. All participating banks have agreed to a common set of rules and have settlement accounts with the central bank. This eliminates the need for lengthy verification processes for each transaction. And third, and perhaps most importantly, UPI uses real-time clearing. Older systems often use batch processing. They would collect transactions over a period, say, a few hours, and then process them all in one go. UPI processes each transaction individually, as it happens. There is no queue. Your payment instruction is actioned the moment it is received. This is what separates a fast payment system from a traditional one. The effect of this speed on everyday business has been profound. Before UPI, accepting digital payments was a hassle for small merchants. It required expensive card machines and involved waiting days for the money to actually appear in their account. Cash was king because it was instant. UPI gave small businesses an alternative that was just as fast as cash, but far more convenient and secure. Suddenly, a street vendor selling vegetables or a tailor in a small shop could accept digital payments with just a smartphone and a printed QR code. This dramatically reduced their reliance on handling physical cash, making their daily operations safer and more efficient. The settlement cycle also became immediate. A merchant no longer had to wait 2 or 3 business days to access their earnings. Money from a sale was available in their account within seconds, improving their cash flow and allowing them to run their business more smoothly. It also brought a vast number of informal transactions into the formal financial system, creating a digital trail that was previously non-existent. This wasn't a change driven by policy, but by pure utility. The system was simply better than the alternative. In the end, UPI's real innovation wasn't just about moving money. The technology for that already existed. Its true impact was on behavior. Speed didn't change the nature of money. It changed habits. It made digital payments so effortless and immediate that they became the default choice for millions, embedding a new financial reflex into the fabric of daily life. The world runs on systems we rarely notice. If this one made your everyday life a little clearer, consider sharing it. And subscribe to explore more of the silent systems around us.